It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. And we are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
All right, come on. Hey, hey.
Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Turbo one hard. Watch it, Oscar. Out.
2 and out from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, 2. Out.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, 21G, 21G. Hey.
Motioning him from the slot right. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Achane reels it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice line there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Long. Step.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Chased out to his right. Diving, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Solo left Zion. Turbo
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Able to find Achane. The ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
Yeah, and such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Ashton Davis there on the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
It's fielded at the 14. And he's out of bounds after some great work on that return. This certainly is going to help field position. 26 on the run back. And it'll be Dolphins football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
TX. Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it.
Freaking block!
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Starts his return from the 23. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. Took the return wrong direction there. Not sure what was going on. Actually loses yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun on 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. We've reached the end of one in this open. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at 1st down here. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pass play coming here. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Counter give here to Pacheco. He's contained at the line for no gain. Ashton Davis there on the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Has him on the quick hitter. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. It's 2nd and goal. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He has it on the QB sneak. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. He's gifted, he's going for it. And he's stopped cold by that defensive front. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a 1st down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
Hey, get set.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Ready.
This finds Smith. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 8. Out.
1st down. Here's Tua. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Ready, set. 21G, 21G.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready. Hey. Shut.
Throwing from the gun here. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Longer, long. Yeah. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa again. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Solo left Zion. Turbo one, high. Long. 20, TX. Let's go.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey. What?
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins trailing on the scoreboard.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Ready.
Here's Tua again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, ready.
Man in motion here. Second and 10 now. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey. Watson, Oscar. Out.
Tua now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He fires, brought in, inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Get set. Hey, 21 TA. 21G, 21G.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Tua. Cut out left. On the move, past the 40. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Solo left Zion.
Tua off the play fake. Gets everything he has under this throw. Big gain downfield. And in for the Miami touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He fires one deep down the right. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Come out throwing. Finds his man. It's Worthy. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
From the 48, Juked the defender. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to Pacheco. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Completes this one to Gray. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're left with 4th and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Quick throw finds about right. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision, gets him across midfield. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down near the opposition's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Miami. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins tie this game at 21. Sanders all set to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. Escapes a defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's Pacheco again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this one does not go far. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Third and long for him here. Hauled in by Worthy. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field.
I messed my own self up. Dang it!
This man touches the ball.
What an adjustments mess you up.
Short completion into a big play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Kelsey makes the catch. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They'll run it with Pacheco. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or 2, Brock, that'll still move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He's got it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. He'll try to run with Pacheco. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Long. TX.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa escapes the pocket. Shovel pass complete. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
All right, fellas, listen up. Hey.
2nd and 3. Completes this one to Hill. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now.
They're right here.
1st down, here's Tua. This finds Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hey. Watson, Oscar. Ready.
Here's Tua again. Taken in by Smith. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
21
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
21G.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And he's gonna go, it's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey, out.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Solo left Zion.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Ready. Turbo 1, hard.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Flush down out to his left. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st down from the red zone. Oh, he nearly reeled that in. As close as you can get, but just incompletion.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Whoa. TX. Let's go. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Got his target. It's Hill. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Joshua Williams has it. And the Chiefs get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Chiefs feeling good with a 14-point advantage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now, off play action. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He fields it cleanly. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
What is it, Kate, they say about luck? Isn't luck the crossroads of preparation and opportunity? Well, that's exactly what the safety's done today. Put himself in the right spots and taken advantage. First, recovers the fumble, and now in front of an open lane to get his first sack of the game.
Catch is made down the right sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Solo left Zion. Solo left.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Ready. Watson, Oscar. Out.
To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So that brings up second down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing now. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And you never want to count out those wild cards.